Hello and welcome to May's Artsnacks unboxing. In this month's box we have two Olo alcohol markers that also came with this amazing color chart and instructional pamphlet. I don't know, I love color charts. Just looking at this makes me feel really calm and happy. And you can unscrew the ends from all these to mix and match. So if you want maybe two chisel nibs with two different colors, for example, instead of one color with the chisel and brush end. And you can also refill the ink, and supposedly they hold twice as much ink as other alcohol markers, so I'm excited to try these. I also got two different weights of King Art fine line ink pens. I also got a Sumo Grip mechanical pencil, which I've been getting Artsnacks boxes for so long. This is actually a repeat for me, but I'm not mad about it, because this is one of my favorite pencils. The wider grip actually does help my hand to not hurt as much or get sore when I'm drawing for a long period of time. And so it's great to have an extra so I can keep one in my bag I take with me and have one in my art studio. So I still play Pokemon Go, and my favorite are the ghost Pokemon, but they only seem to show up in the fall. And it's like, you know what? Ghosts can have fun in the summer too. They can go to the beach. That's kind of my inspiration for this fun Pokemon fan art. I even got Haunter a floppy sun hat with black and white stripes that looks just like mine. So I pre-sketched this out with the pencil, and now I'm going in with the Inkline pens, and I'm going to trace over my lines using the thicker one for the characters and the finer one for the background. So these pens are really nice. They dry instantly. Usually I have to put a piece of scrap paper under my hands so I don't drag it across my ink. I just put down and smudge it, but I'm not doing that this time, and they still aren't smearing at all. So the instant drying is great, and they are really smooth to draw with. There's no breaks in the lines at all. They're even, there's no bleeding. I absolutely love these. I use black fine liners a lot, and I may have found a new favorite brand. Now I'm going to use the Olo markers to add some pops of color. I can't make mine very colorful because I just got a blue and a gray, but I feel like those colors will work pretty well for my ghosts. I just wish it was a purple and a gray, but you know what? I'll deal. Okay, so these are also really nice. As far as alcohol markers, I typically use Prismacolor markers, and I've always really loved them, but they do run out of ink so quickly, it seems like. So the fact that these are said to hold twice as much ink as the average alcohol marker is really appealing to me. I also see that with the brush tip, I can get really fine lines. At first I was disappointed that there was no bullet nib end on this, but I don't really need it because if I press lightly, even with the brush tip, I can get really fine lines, which isn't always that common. Another great thing I'm noticing is that they don't bleed at all. With Prismacolor markers, they do pretty well on Bristol board, but there's still a little bit of bleeding that happens, so you have to kind of compensate for that and color a little bit away from your edge to account for the slight amount of bleeding. But these are just on regular thin drawing paper right now, and they're not bleeding at all. These are about $1 more retail than the average price for good quality artist grade alcohol markers, but I mean, when you think about it, that's not that much for, in my opinion, how much better these perform. I will definitely be getting more of these as well. This drawing focused box was one of my favorites that I've gotten possibly in this whole year. I definitely feel like every single product I got I will use regularly, and as far as the pens and the alcohol markers, I will definitely be getting more. As always, my fun little Ghost Pokemon Beach Day fan art will be available in my eBay shop for pretty cheap, so if you want to snag that, go ahead and check it out. If you want to see more unboxings in the future, as well as other fun artsy craftsy demos, be sure to subscribe, and thank you so much for watching.